Welcome to another video, and if you're one of the most patient subscribers on YouTube, it's been a while. But why has it taken so long? Well, this is 4 years and 3 months and 136,000 miles. So let's see what sort of damage and breakages the Maxus ED3 has suffered. We'll start at the front and work our way back. So at the front, well, it's stone chips, and a fair few of them. But the beauty is, it's plastic. So there may be a few stone chips here and there, but there's no, just cosmetic, because nothing's going to happen to it. There's a few here. The biggest one being this beauty. If I recall correctly, I think that was a brick or something off of a flatbed on the M6, probably south of Blackpool somewhere. But other than that, no issues at all. I've changed a couple of bulbs. I think I've changed this one twice. Never touched that side for some reason. But other than that, that's it. Oh, second window screen. First window screen only lasted 9 days, and a suicidal pigeon going north on the M6 just after junction 36 took the window screen out. This is a replacement. As I say, the first one only lasted 9 days. This took a while to get back then because this was a brand new model at the time, but it was fine, turned up, fitted, no problems ever since. Down the near side, absolutely nothing. Fresh as a daisy, no scratches, no marks, no chips. The wheels, well, all 4 wheels seem to have suffered a bit, but I've never had steel wheels on a van before. So I'm not too sure what 136,000 miles in the British summers and winters is meant to look like. They're a little bit chipped and rusty, but only surface rust, and I'm sure they could be cleaned up and resprayed, or slap a set of wheel trims on, which I've actually gone and bought, and I'll put them on at some point, maybe for the new owner. But other than that, everything's as it was, everything works just as it should. No issues at all. Coming around to the rear, again, no problems at all. Not a mark, not a chip. A little bit of fading on the top half, purely because these are obviously custom made because of the high top, and they're plastic. These are steel, so I think the paint has faded at different rates maybe. But to be honest with you, you can't tell once it's cleaned and polished, which is something I do maybe once a year just to protect it. After all, it is a works van. And we've got a crack in the bumper there. Nothing to do with me. That was, I think it was an Asda or a Tesco car park during the winter. I think the plastic was a bit more brittle than it usually is, and somebody reversed into it and obviously just dinged it. I mean, there's no other marks, just dinged it enough to crack it. But not bad for 136,000 miles. So, not much to see in here either. It's all fared pretty well. There's a few scratches on the arches to be expected. This stuff is almost indestructible, made out of recycled tyres and other hard polymers. And wow, this has taken some punishment. And with a clean, it comes up like new. Bulkhead, a few scratches as you would expect. But no, no real damage or anything broken. I've added door stays. One of the worst things about the ED3 is it doesn't come with any sort of stay on the back doors. These have got some sort of, you know, there is a point of locking, but a fairly brisk breeze and these things snap right back if you're not careful. So the good old trusted Transit Custom door stays. Before, reinforcement plates behind the rear doors, custom made brackets, and they are absolutely rock solid. I've had them up in the Scottish Highlands open, and they just can't go anywhere. So that's about it, nothing to see. Working our way down this side, we have the one real piece of, the one and only piece of real damage, I should say, and you can't even see it. But there is there a parking ding. That was Wick's car park, March the 14th, 2024. I know when that was done, but I've cleaned it up, polished it, and you can't see it unless you are really looking. I'll try and get a close-up of that. But that is the only piece of real damage on the whole thing. No observant around may have noticed I've had all the signing stripped off. More on that in a bit. But yeah, again, I think there's a chip actually. Hang on, in between the dirt somewhere. There we go. Yeah, there's a stone chip there. I think there may have been another one. Is that one? I think that might be true. So there's 2 stone chips. But other than that, all the plastics are good, the mirrors are good. Yeah, no issues at all. Same problem with the wheels, if that is a problem, with the silver paint flaking and rusting. I think it was a cheap job to start with though, to be honest with you. But yeah, nothing a set of wheel trims or a repaint won't sort out. So that's it really. I forgot to mention, there is a scratch just there. In fact, I think it might well be another crack in the bumper, but again, plastic, so nothing's ever going to happen to it, and I'm sure a plastic repairman could work their magic on it if you're really that interested. But yeah, that's it. Time for the interior. And again, nothing to see. Everything works, everything functions, nothing's broken. It's remarkable really, all the people saying, oh, Chinese vehicles, they're absolutely rubbish. Well, this has taken some serious, I wouldn't say abuse, it's taken some serious hard work over the last 4 and a bit years. And yeah, absolutely fantastic. I mean, it's an old adage, isn't it? It's an old saying, but you know, put a sticker over the mileage and you wouldn't know how many miles it's done. Yeah, really, really impressed. So, why am I getting rid of it? Well, it's time for a change. And after 20 odd years, maybe more, 25, 26 years, being a white van man on and off, it's time for a change. So I no longer need the high roof, and I no longer really need this size of van. So the old girl's up for sale. Yes, this has all been one big promotion. Now the old girl's up for sale. So if you're interested, all the contact details are spread far and wide on the internet. And yeah, it'll be a shame to see her go. Absolutely no problems over the last 4 years. I had one of the reluctor rings that does the ABS rot away and fall off. And that was about 30-40 quid to replace. Did the work myself. Other than that, been serviced up until 100,000 miles by Maxus, just to keep the warranty nice and good and fresh. And yeah, can't say more than that really. It's just rock solid, brilliant van. Does about 120 miles in the winter, and I've had over 180 in the summer when I was doing parcel delivery. Not the multi-drop hundreds of parcels a day, but sort of like, I don't know, 30-40 parcels a day, stop around the country, or rather around the county, yeah, for a day. And I was getting about 184 miles during the summer. I've never done that during the winter, so I wouldn't know what urban mileage is during the winter, but certainly 120 plus, even in sort of 0 degrees. In fact, it's about 0, -1 today, even though it's a glorious day. And I'm off to Cardiff on Monday, Cardiff and the Gower Peninsula. So that's, I don't know, probably about 500-mile round trip, give or take. No problem at all. So there we go, the Maxus ED3. I've got no complaints after 4.5 years, or 4 years and 3 months and 138,000 miles. Make of it what you will, and subscribe and like if you want to see what I've replaced it with.